Should a stud be able to use the women's restroom?
Yeah. That just takes us back to that.
Huh?
We still women.
Nah, I think a stud should not be able to use the women's restroom.
That's nah.
If you are masculine,
now we're trans. So
you should know. So you can't use the restroom.
So you telling me you want to go in the nigga restroom?
Yeah. If you a stud, you gotta go in the nigga restroom.
All right, then if you a stud, you can't take strap.
No.
That's like me saying that.
No.
That's the same thing.
No.
This conversation has went left.
Can't go in the nigga restroom.
That is crazy.
You should not be able. I mean, you should not be able to go in the women's restroom.
All right, Larry. What?
That's insane.
You feel like we should be able to go?
Absolutely. I'm a lady. What?
Nah, I think that.
I can't even stand up and pee. Why would I go to the men's bathroom?
Go in the nigga bathroom.
Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18 you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using drugs, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me, if you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be. Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
I'm telling you, I used someone's chapstick and I got a herpes. I have herpes.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it, and then it's so there. Fuck.
So don't kiss me.
I will say, don't blame it on someone's chapstick. It's okay.
I don't care. I don't care, but so you want to know something funny?
Nasty bitch.
4 white male producers in the room and you say something like that to them and they all just laugh. I mean, it's kind of devastating and it makes you not want to speak up and say anything again. It's the same with when you sign your contracts. You have, the president and the CEO of the company sitting in the room with you waiting for you to read it. And when you're reading it, you're not comprehending anything that's written because you're so nervous because people are staring at you.
When you walked out of that filming area at the end of that particular video film, did you in your heart know this is going to be a disaster for me?
It didn't hit until I think the next day because the adrenaline was still very high. But immediately after it was released, it shattered my entire world. The reason I thought it was okay for me to do porn was because I thought no one would ever find out about it. There's millions of girls who film themselves having sex and do things like that, and no one knows their name. No one knows who they are. No one recognizes them. So I wanted to do it as my dirty little secret, but it blew up in my face.
It really did.
You're a dummy, bitch. You will never know shit.
The book of Job, chapter 39, in verse 17, it reads, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua power had deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. All right, and that's why, this video is basically going to be entitled, So Long, American Woman. All right, you know what I'm saying? These filthy harlots. All right, so long, American woman. All right, before I continue, let me start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, and double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect that be in the house of David. All right, today is January the 27th, year 2026. All right, the year of the apostate. All right, the year of the agent, year of the sellout. All right, in the year of Jacob's trouble. All right, Jacob representing you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the seed of our fathers were the Israelites. All right, so again, it's gonna be something dealing with the American woman. All right, I showed you a couple of clips. All right, just showing, why said woman, all right, is gonna be destroyed. All right, and that goes for 2 out of 3 of the Israelites. All right, women, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, these women, all right, a lot of them are gonna be left here to be destroyed, and you see why. All right, opened up with the fucking studs, all right, as they call themselves and shit. all right, having a conversation about should they use women's restrooms or men's restrooms, all right, just complete madness. All right, at the end of the day, they still women, all right, but that homosexual, that homosexual demon, all right, that hot mind, that hot spirit runs rampant through this place, and then a lot of these women embody it. All right, to even be having a conversation about something like that. Well, I think one of them says something about if you take the strap, you shouldn't be able to stand up when you pee, some shit like that. All right, all right. It just lets us know, you know, we ain't like them. All right, we're vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All right, and the scriptures let us know all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. All right, especially the nigger woman and the Edomite woman. All right, as it came into next, all right, the WNBA player Sophia Cunningham. All right, this bitch got a whole herping on her lip. You know what I'm saying? And she's proud about it. All right, it's crazy. All right, and she's a harlot. All right, I'm into sports and shit. I didn't read up on her ass. All right, she was basically a pass around for the Phoenix Suns, the NBA franchise, for their executives. All right, the whole executive teams was having fun with that thing. All right, so it's just showing. All right, the American woman is through. All right, and if y'all hear a lot of noise in the background, y'all ignore it. All right, it's mayhem in my goddamn house right now. All right, but anyway, all right, and then you had what was that last clip? Shit, yeah, the porn star. You know what I'm saying? And Esau is the man that runs this place. All right, he runs this filthy, wicked ass society with these filthy, wicked ass. All right, members of this society. All right, and the scripture said it would be that way. All right, did I read this on the screen? Job 39:17. Because power had deprived her of wisdom, neither had the imparted to understanding. All right, just reading it again. All right, now we're gonna go to Sirach chapter 10, starting at verse 1. It reads, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein." All right, and that's why America, again, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, mystery Babylon is a filthy place. All right, overflowing with homosexuals. All right, men and women. All right, and STDs and all right, adulterers and adulteresses. All right, all that shit. All right, this place is a freak show. All right. Verse 3, an unwise king destroyed his people. All right, and Esau, again, he's the face that's running the place as of now. All right, the Lord established this devil. All right, 2nd Ezra 6:9, for Esau is the end of the world, meaning the rule and the reign, the eon. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So, these things are signifiers to show us who's in rulership right now. And seeing these women live these filthy, nasty lives, it lets us know that Esau's in rulership right now. All right, he's the filthy nation. All right, let me get that real quick. In Hebrews, he's an abominable nation himself. This is Hebrews 12 and verse 16. It reads, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." All right, Esau was an unclean devil. He's outside the temple. All right, he gets off and into sexual immorality. All right, he's into bestiality. All right, he's into kitty love. All right, you know what I'm saying? He likes to circumcise babies with his mouth. All right, he does all of that shit, and that's why society is how it is. All right, it's a freak show. Verse 17, for you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So the Lord hate these devils forever and always, and they can't repent, and they're going to be destroyed as a nation from smallest to greatest, all right, in the world to come. They got a 1,000-year sentence of slavery, and then they got an extermination, all right, and that's the end of Esau, and the things that we see today, all right, it's going to be like a fucking nightmare. We're going to look back on this shit and be like, this we gonna show, you know what I'm saying, our children and all that. And be like, man, this is how we was forced to live, and the people we was forced to live amongst at a time. All right, you know. And Esau gonna be a memory. All right, it's gonna fade away like a dream. All right, but these wicked women, bro. All right, again, bro, it's some vile shit. All right, I'm gonna read a couple of these scriptures I got also dealing with these filthy American harlots. This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26. All right, we'll start at verse 10. Well, we'll start at verse shit. We read it all really, but I'll start at verse 7. It says, "An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her as though he held a scorpion." All right, and that's the average American woman over here. Now we know it's select sisters over here. This ain't at them. All right, the Lord has women preserved. All right, that's gonna be with the Israelite men. All right, and they don't carry themselves the way, you know, these bitches of the world do. So this ain't at them. All right, but it is at the majority of the women that reside over in America. All right, verse 8: "A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame." We know about when them spirits take over Eve. All right, she get drunk. All right, she'll bear it all. All right, her whole ass and some. You know what I'm saying? Verse 9: "The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids." All right, you know, the cum catchers. All right, you know what I'm saying, the lashes and shit. These bitches got lash. It's a profession. Eve is the #1 lash tech in Babylon. All right, be having specials going for these hyenas to come get some. You know what I'm saying? Some cum catchers put on their face. All right, and I don't know no man that's ever desired a woman because she had long eyelashes. I ain't never heard of that. That's some new shit in the world. You women are fucking delusional. All right. They need help. They put other hair on top of their hair. They put eyelashes, fake eyelashes on top of their eyelashes. They put fake nails on top of their nails. They draw on their faces. I mean, these are, you know what I'm saying, specially challenged people. You fucking women over here in Babylon are mentally challenged. You probably rode the short bus to school, or you should have. All right. Just a goddamn atrocity, bro. All right, verse 10: "If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself to over much liberty." All right, and that's why, all right, the order is, you know, the father is supposed to, all right, raise up his daughter, you know what I'm saying, keep his foot on her neck. All right, mother, you know what I'm saying, implements the father's program. All right, and then the father finds his daughter a husband. She goes from his rulership to that man's rulership. She don't got no liberty over herself. All right, but in this world, they got all of the liberty. All right, and that's why they're filthy American harlots, and it's so long to them. All right, kiss them goodbye. All right, because the Lord is gonna leave them here to be melted. The Lord is gonna leave them here to be trotted down like shit in the streets. They're gonna get snatched up and, you know what I'm saying, taken. All those things is coming. All right, verse 11: "Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee." Don't be surprised, all right, when she goes a whoring. All right, and do what hoes do. All right, like Willie D said, you know, so you gotta let a hoe be a hoe. Verse 12: "She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. When he had found a fountain and drink of every water near her, by every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow." All right, so she gonna be sucking it up. All right, and she gonna be busting it open. All right, that's what goes down in Babylon. All right, with the average American harlot. All right, so no, I ain't gonna make this too much longer. You know what I'm saying? The point's really been proven. All right, so long, you filthy American woman. Let me read this right quick also. In Isaiah 13 and verse 16. And when you read this in different translations, all right, it gets more right to it. Let me see. Isaiah 13, 16. It's a couple no, not that one. Let me see. Shit. Hold on, y'all. Well, it is in that one, but I want to get them all. All right, so it reads, this is Isaiah 13 and 16. I'll read it right here in the CSB. I'll highlight it up right quick. I'll pull it up. It says, start at verse 15, whoever is found will be stabbed, and whoever is caught will die by the sword. A modern day sword is the gun. Verse 16, their children will be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses will be looted, and their wives. All right, you see that word right there is what's going to happen to them. All right. Yeah, so that's what's coming. All right, to a lot of these American harlots over here, their house is going to get looted. Their husbands are going to get put to death. Their children are going to get, you know what I'm saying? Some of them put to death, some of them going to suffer the same fate. Because this, again, the spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right, where Yahweh Shai was crossed out and red Jesus was put up. All right, and a lot of our people, they worship that madness too. So judgment is coming. All right, to you wicked of our people, all you American harlots. All right. And the Lord's going to save some. All right, we know some of these women are harlots that's going to get saved, but the majority of them not. All right, because they too far gone. But that's pretty much it for the lesson. All right, Jacob's trouble is coming. All right, World War III is coming. All right, the MOTB is coming. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is coming. All honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Royal Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. Kwam Yasharal in the Bible Ball. Shalom.